general, and if he could see the big orange overload in front of us, he'd probably start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Hall again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Finds his man. It's Orlando. Going the other way, and he's got room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Give him 6. Touchdown Volunteers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Completes it in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down.
Brings into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there versus second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. On target over the middle. Oh, out of space. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no gain.
They'll go right back to it. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Vols will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on! And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Extending the play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to be.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the...
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Bringing the heat. Working the middle. Running through contact. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum.
Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Orlando. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Volunteers will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quickly complete. Got some room into the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
feel like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. Working that left side now. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
So now it's second and long. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you...
Turning it on! That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're looking to throw on second and short. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Vols want to move quickly. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play.
Looking for more room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's looking deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Tennessee, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orlando. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.